How's everybody doing? This is just a quick tutorial on how I fix my latch on my fence. So I just bought this house not too long ago, and they did not appropriately size the latch on my house. So I could have just taken those two bolts out, moved them a little bit over on the side, and shouldn't have been a problem. However, I really thought I wouldn't have enough material to screw those in properly without cracking the wood. So what I'm going to end up doing is just doing a simple fix to reinforce this latch so I didn't have to move anything. And my wife initially thought this was a bad idea. However, I thought it was pretty ingenious myself. So as you can see there, it barely latches. So if you really wanted to, you just kick the door in real hard and you would have access to my backyard and, you know, potentially break into my home. So I thought taking a bolt and just putting it inside of the latch itself and extending it out was a much better idea than just going ahead and removing the entire latch and moving it a couple of inches to the left. So pick this thing up at Home Depot. Actually, take that back. Picked it up at Lowe's. It's a 4-inch in length and it's apparently ½ an inch around. Took that, put it in the vise, and then I took the 4.5-inch grinder, and we're just going to cut this down to the appropriate size that we want. This didn't take much of an effort. Real simplistic way to fix this without having to do any kind of like real industrial work. So once I did that, then I just took the file, smoothed that down to the size that I wanted to. This took a couple of seconds, really no real effort to do this at all. And then once we got that real nice and smooth, took the large file to it, and now it's pretty smooth and it's ready to go. Now this is the key. JBWeld steel putty. This stuff is absolutely gold. So if you've never used this, real easy product to work with. It reinforces basically a weld. Essentially that's what you're doing here. And it's just putty. You take it out of the package, nothing really much to it. Wear gloves when you do this because it will mess up your hands. You cut off a little bit that you need. Didn't need a whole lot here. You just mix it together for a couple of seconds and it's going to turn into this like metallic type color, and that's how you know you're ready to apply it. So once we did that, got everything nice and smooth, rounded it out like some Play-Doh, took it back outside, and now we're just stuffing the inside of that bolt in there, getting it to the size we want, and then just reinforcing it, putting some putty on the outside. Now, yes, this looks ugly. Actually, I think it looks really cool, in my opinion. It's like a bolt instead of moving that over. Nobody's going to really know that it's a bolt. And this steel putty is super duper strong. If you've never used it in the past, it's absolutely reinforceable. It's like pure metal on there, in my opinion. So then I just took the file once it dried, and now we're just getting it latched up to the point that we want it to, making sure that everything will go over nice and easy, just like this. Now it's reinforced. Then I just took some Flex Seal, some of that, and just went over it, make everything nice and black, just the way that the actual latch itself was. And it kind of looks cool with that bolt sticking out at the end of it. And then once it dried, real easy, nothing to it. Closes, latches, and now it is more difficult. Granted, somebody could just take bolt cutters and cut my lock, but hey, if this ever happened to you, this is a real quick, easy fix. So hope you got something out of it, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Peace.